Oh ya busua ni Joseph wa.
Aha.
Yo.
Nti na wo so obia tena hyen na chi a. Na adwene wo ni timu nyina ne se. Odi nipa ne nam. Nti se de odo na busua no sa na osomasi so edo na busua. Ebi ono ne breadwinner no. Ti wo se ye hwe ne yekoroboko ne yesaba.
Amen. Yanya suti yenso ye kofo hyen no aya yenso yenye de esefata.
Yes.
Te de no na o man heken. Ono na ye koka bia ma no kra no mboa ne ho so ohia mboa. E na yenso ye fo trotro no.
Because kobu aba fa ba yeko.
Well. So no bi kra kata so wanya ka pa dem apa ba bi fa na yenso ye tena ye trotro bu ne enko ye ba because wo te ka pam dia wo de unwu. Na se bi te ka pam na ni wu a na wo te ka pam no be wu na mbeka cho so hwe yie na wanwu a nka no so ka ye bone. Afa yenso ye fo trotro no. Yamfo no baby esesa yefo fi se driver ni gina kwam na wanfo ne ho a baby a wo gina ne sanse ohia wonti obeba ho abefa wo
my dear so one fra one e gina ho ani o because obi the next one obi
be fa ye de say ye ho say hwe wo de da bi mi twa wo de mi ma wa no
si me company say senye passenger no crowd forta task force no mo gina ho no a wo mo jeje to no ade no mo make sure say aha ye nyina mfa ni
say ye hu say ye tax force fo no ene ya police fo ne ye MTT di fo no o ma yonkofo wo mti o mo boa ye enti ye mfa nto ye ho say
o ma ye namfo
say ye hey wo hu wo gina taxi na se taxi no ka che ne say ha na me gina ba bia wo gina ne nye me fo obeba na chia na obeba na ni ma fa wo
oba be fa wo do obeba na wo be gina de no re
enti de me pa che ne say ye nso ya ye fo trotro na say nye taxi no ye ma driver fo ne nti ase se wan fa me ha me fo say ye de say ye ho sa ba mo say ni ye chesika no ni edrimi kan ti kwa mu kra
obi mfa
ne wagina mo ma ye sakra no bi afi ba bi a me sakra ye ka chere driver ne say aha na me fo no obeba be fa because o hia wo.
Well, yeah, Diamond Nefia, Amanqua Tabaclo, a chim for ne Framantel for Yadamasi. Yeah, I have a force as a cousin, Benada. September, it also a you know, I'm not happy because I'd rather a bush now for me, you know, it's not necessary for strike. A Fijazi hospital, or more film.
Oh,
now, Messi health minister, because reports are able. Health minister and the posture on your careful.
Yes, no correct.
Ninkomodi ni kasa to nurses.
Yeah.
On your careful. What na shi ama wasia. Ensa nya ikobon ko. What na shi ama wasia. Nya ikobon ko. If you say oba pomodin adwumaku ni mu a omu haw no obia susu se bibi se fata no. In fact, eno na me hu breakdown ahodo a ewo apomudin nya doctor for no kwa take o
correct
ye hia doctor for pa enokre ye de ni de ma doctor for pa enokre ehia kese uwie doctor for na esisi su sa no mu kire omu ye a in fact a doctor for nurse for lab technicians and there omu nyina atu omu acha che
enokre
omu tu omu acha say yes see sumo man na nkasa see sumo man acha aburu so eti se unu untimi nya hwe ma won kura da de omudi ananti abedu sa brewe no eye kasa ene akrokro ye hwese ebetima sache a doctor for pimomode so a conditions of service ne sa adem omo pimomode so a doctor for wu meetings awodo makoko ho a na anu ya na doctor for de no ebegu ye nti agu no a nurse for so pejo mu pharmacist for pejo we be pejo nti se wo ye candy for was aswe ho na ni ye ni usu ni oban no enya de ye nkranhye na ema nipa akoma to mu ye ma wan hwe a nurse from the 6 ebe dan ye 9
me wo a nurse
okay.
I say
very
nurse
important
no nurse pani bi
very important
o say the way a mo ka na tra no say nurse for modoso nti so modoso nti no de esefata wo mo ne mfa mo eno no nye eno kwa na say eputi o mo off no kora no because modoso say
nurse for na doso no yes see hospital they be at schools graduate nurse for babonte a nurse for doors it was say a nurse for no if you am say
no doors kra na say because there are some clinics bi o ha yet to
say
but that's what we say e bra ti say mu say we candy for was aswe ho a we panyimu was aswe ho a wadaroma de wo be ka no ene kwa be fa so be ka no no very important enye sika no kwa na bia sisi ano no enye ntumu no kwa na bia but nipa de we dey anya na problem we o enti omo nhwe anim say ne dey ya we solve problem
but the oba
but the oba ya o no enne be ma dey na asay kura
no kure eno ase adom kase woman
be very important
woman be a wo se ne ba ye ayi sickle
na nipa de fijase hospital ye pamo mo free hospital say mo me fufa mo de chefio na nipa ko fie go
dey eno ma
na o so dey be avoidable but it is sad because with him doctor for call na aya na nipa wu na afa me say etua no go a wo say etua duam ade ne si abo na chi a wo say adore israde e be si nipa chi se be say you see we have a problem in this country you know okay one major problem yes say baby a shen for ejina e kwan finfin a wo so say ya na me ma so de ni ko baby a ya de so say bus stop na bus stop me go jina oda me ko jina bus stop a me nya ka bi anfo da ka be ba na ma because wo no be ko jina e kwan ni finfin abana ba edi mesre yen hwe na sa nyoma we yen yin free yakwam after 63 years taxi driver that so we bro to trade quantum you know after 63 years odona your problem you know e se man kwa no musuo kwabra santu no musuo no to atwere odona after 63 years you go to catch us zoom lion and ya share so on proper community the kind na IT you are because that's how we have to behave now edu baby na sese nke ma sra for me fra apology for no nanka edu baby ni pa ha no etre kakra bi na why steady because yan baby edu no ekura e da so ba ben pi pon utwa kwa ma semponji
nti e me would the essence of you fra o mo say ambulance no me how emergency be a fire na bibi because they be a bad piece so no na sadie no
e kwa utwa zebra crossing kwa na driver didi watem utwa na ubedi masa na zebra crossing no didi watem
especially sa wo de oba ne be ma na mo a say me say ya na ya o say
na oba bi de di matem no zebra crossing ni ono so de gina
na mo twam kwa na mo twam za de mo
bi mi be ku ni nam ho
oba camp
zebra crossing so oba o say de gina ye wa se de gina se odu
wo ya na hi kura
na ne ho fu wo de gina ho mi be ku
ekroni
o ho kura ya na hi
ekroni
ba unim ade ba ko so we de mimusa question ayi omo bu use V8 akese na ne bia use so amba ni si so no omo mu ntuato
Debbie enyo mu na yewo ebi ho a e bambo ka eji omo no
bambo ka ni say ka be V8 ni bia
uze de ashisha to ho no fire ambulance
nya fire ni ambulance
V8
oh lampusa V8 o minimum je ba shishe mu de e se obi bia wana transport minister ba shishe mu de obi a uni tumi bia
MPC tiato
omutua MPC ni tua
enti ani me say obo so ayina ati say wo mo
pem convoy dia
nya convoy
nya convoy
unim say minimum say na me kan ba
convoy ankra wa so na de open
na me ba so o say ya abuse ni mama say you who the right officiating
official o
twam who so obi owo posh car bia kese bia bi o man wanya V8 bi na wo nko ana wo kwa na ne light issue na emergency hwe no ko kuma se kwan se me observe ye ni ye kwa na ye hu so o ma park wo ba bi na say na mo ye hwan ka mienu pe bi o je se we no so o mutwetwam se nti na me bi se se kwa
ehia
e ba
to no e ba onim e ma posi panyin kura ko ka se nipa bi ni ma fasa kwa we so e ye nyoma ensem fata e ma transport minister me kai esiama e be ka se sa hwe na sama foke etiamra if there was specific cars and until na nese ambulance cry ba bia na obi relax
just wa bre wati abre
ne murom no ho asa ya
ambulance ozimin de mezimin ko so ata se ti mesre ye won confo bi o te u free game pe ba speaker ba on say speaker na ebe moto di nanim ehyen be miensa di nanim sa nkofo ne ba ese se wo twe ho ebinim so bo apai wo hu se pan mu kra na eba no on few cry no jina kwa no
no wa saka sese no because empenifo no be abuse no so kura ka kese ti am say no mo ba obi hu de o ba ti papa kwan
any problem your problem we yan kasa yam if any problem o man because baka we say nya John Mahama na be sagana enya na na do na be sagana
na nkasa
me ni wo ayeti hey ye ni kredie na atosi no na yam fa mra nya adwuma bibia atosi no eno na ama ye bra be sisa pepe so
bad
because wa sora no pa we na ye kan baby any kwa so park park eno no na na do danko akufu
na emeyi ne ho
omra no meyi no na
no mekasa asamu obi anso nya akora na mpanimfo te say yakwa na yakasa yenti na nkora no nso be de
bako mo me hwe artificial
asam
okay ti ye hwa ne sadia na me fa the chronicle breast system the obokrata na no pay ensha se na
na me fa we ensha fia man kwa
mate
e chira hwan wan kase manyi wasutiri bo so me from January to December akankasa obeka ni
akankasa be
bo so me bia no January
said e canon
offense
opepo
mesrem mama me yino asutiri mesrem obebri
anti we ya homework
when one share am kan kire me say
me kra me
me yino asutiri
say me lawyer die no me yagiska
na me say adena enipa me nsanti adwan wa your home moderator na me nko na o ma me sa assignment I mean come from January to September and I said to December
anyhow baby ahode ni betimi wa kodu bia no e beda nyame ase enye ne echina mayi wa titire
eda also echina ni wo ade fachi ya
well okay ti chronicle na me de eshase na Ghana intelligence at its best how $10 million coke was trailed and busted in Tema on Saka chronicle asasemu wo beti ase
yi o mu coke kuro
ene o mu na o mu kan ti say ya ayidi egutu o mu say ya fita no bi o on Saka chronicle anambo say ya fita coke ene e wo ntu o mu coke
enye ntu o mu coke
okay eti so on Saka bia na ahwefo ni no kura bata ho no a enye ntu o mu coke asem de kan to de on Saka chronicle obeti ase yi na omampanin so na wakopie mu wo ECOWAS akọ Nigeria ECOWAS office ni nyina ya bibiman no kanko ne mpuntionti enti anopai brofo abata ho no say help me build stable secure ECOWAS president ena ekasa asemi na komia mi hu na chemete ne kanso achepa anopai ni foni da
o de ye
mete ne kanso ne so achepa papa
no se mete
ni papa kwa na no ya wa ho Brazil
o trouble so na u
okra Brazil so no oyo
na komia
why say because of
James Jenny Bottle omano ya but omo da bro
so no de amount
o de sisi o
okay enti nana komia na da he o say don't trust Mahama on Okada legalization pledge NPP ena ekasa sementi we the chronicle there
Daily Graphic the workers ani IMF reviews Ghana's growth forecast woman hunu sta Ghana yensi Canada bia be gina na so omo hwede ye bobba no anti omo ba be review na fe ye hunu de be kro na be second spurt in reportage Kumasi MC tells media as country goes to polls and we pay 16 Daily Graphic the workers no central 4 yesi so omo ebeguo ye gina yen so yen sentro mu yen kasa mu no ene betumi ye gina MC owo Kumasi Osayes be entrenedi to Jaji ES recruit 16,500 trained teachers and also who are Daily Graphic the workers and the about one countdown of 76 mu anyway happy birthday and we are Liscopi sister Abna or Newmont Ghana half minds and what wishes sister Abna
Liscopi watching and I use so much channel any pay Rapti
so mude so papa nyame so mude ne enkomra na ye ba ye de adom kase no bedwam de atwaso no sian wadishma ma me mamu nyina ache me mu akwa abado ba Adom TV bedwam kase so ena ye benada nsama sie na braso same de bro sa Adom TV kase ensam no de obetie wo mu bi ni National Labour Commission so de wano atum strike here anesefo ma won konso wakro no yede mu nsam ebeba yebebo awura banchiase nkwanhia ya esi ye no wo mo anyame adom wonya wonti didi mu no se odrobani no mi katenta no wo konti edede nkwanhia yi ebaye MPP amanyoko no so de to parliamentary candidate ahodoɔ no ano wɔ press wɔ ebenya bie ne so wani mu nkunim ne sɛ wonto bibia ngu no maka mom na nkunimdie nye party no ade awei ne sembi ɛna no pɛ mede browse Adom TV Badwam kase Facebook/Adom TV ho or like it na comment na fe wa share midi ya fia amankwa tamaklo yenya brena yentie said ensam ni chemu ankasa etie Executive Secretary that National Labour Commission orofosu asamwa se ene di ombesa court biem na anese for mema wo muntie atua na so wono mo ete atua no court no ankasa enti wono mo efo wo Adom TV kase so ena ora ofosu asamwa ede nsemi etuda
court ashemra se abaya shemra se woni wo kwan so obeko strike impu semra ma wo kwan a obeko adikan tintin ma kobo National Labour Commission famani enu yemi na wan da kobo court amani court akire se ade amo ye ne famra kwam enti mamo ye mo se chenchina amo be e na mo akoso na mo yi edi se de Ghana mra ne tie se Ghana mra e shemra se yi bi na wanya ta ho aso twanya na ho akwanya wo eti se kobo court amani se na mo kan se mo ko no mo akọ na se court ka se enye hwe ya se etie mebi court ka se ye mu ye ya family akwa mu enti ike se bi ma mu me fa ma mu ana mu ko den fiase ana mu mpacho na bibia ni nyina ko court so ya de e se be kwa ko boko tamane se ye di adesti dam no se na mo kan so mo buso enti de o ni ato aso
enti na se we no omo ya che omo content.
They are in contempt of court, Angada. Second semen, I say, Uti Fina, your mammy actually say, men could go up on Oka Mesho, and now body the cow. Now, when we are mammy, now I can could diago. Now, what you? It is the Canadian, whom I mean the vessels who never the Boko, Namigato. And now make a Mesho, and I think there will be Lebian and Udu with Granada the commander. These are the things the court to look at.
Executive Secretary the National Labour Commission of Samoa na yetene nkan yetoso konsam fofromo nano kwasia da ya na Adom TV ebomo enka se hwibekwai ne asankragwa akwantempon no so nkwanhia biasi ebi akire mu enan eto ananamo ensiedo dodo no ansu prai nyame adom wona nya prekuro no ye hwe wo mo gendenden ewo Green Shield Hospital wo se hwibekwai Adom kase eni bi mu di nkomo wo mo die onsusu se wo mo hyenkani no emika no odie no na no odin eno na ka homa nkwanhia yi esi
enti na ka ka no do sanko ni driver no ke ye ku speed ni na ye ku di fa eni ye tete nka cha ne se on to no ko ye kan ye won fi nti be du ban ti asem ebi ya ne se tai na pai si ya ni chinchi na pe so this ti ya ni pomi ya nti na mi de mi mu ne de e me ya pa na me Adom ya kai de mo atoy
die ka chene se won to ne bu ti ye ka on fi ye no ne se kwa no bu ti hu ya ne se tai no abrase e na ka no emunu foma emunu befo asa eto ho no se ni nya kwan glass ni no na papa ye no ni nya kwan fi no pi
8 patients here. Two died within 30 minutes of arrival at the hospital. One was brought in already dead, and when we examined, we did a confirmation for them. Then we saw about 5 cases where we stabilized them. That was 5 cases. We discharged 2 this morning, and 3 are currently on admission and receiving treatment. 3 cases on admission. Actually, this morning we did several investigations. One of them had a fracture of the left humerus. That one we applied a POP back slap. So we are yet to reduce the fracture, and subsequently maybe tomorrow next we'll discharge her.
Jamtani the Ghana Journalists Association Rafa morning so de to central for nyina nim se ye ambassador sa ye bo asomdwe ho dawuro enti se de ye adwuma su ne ban ne te no yanya ne sa pepepe yen hye no so se ye wura bato afi mu de ye ka de ye chro de de to ho enya de asomdue ebebe moyim
Kenya mosi wo Rwanda enya afi senchofo nti Ghana enyi bi akọ Ghana na yewo nti ye stress emchofo nyina mom em asomdue bring back that peace should be preeminent member bia asomdue mdi to go as asomdue baba anodi kumbaba ise bi sa ho enya the answer enyem nhumboa ansana din dam adama sama atuja na biro ha oye ho de so bi mu keka nyema odi ntukwa baba nyema ni basaza baba so more fire na more fire oshi even vana yako enyi be bia ko nti central about 7 December yes rahon asomdue should be no one nko mu Yakupon nakuti no onyim na henize he asuzin de about onye asomdue onfa impuntu mbra Ghana onfa de man yenko enyim man yenko echi na Ghana wa fanitampa no wefra
na fi yentintum e Ghana nkomum na fi hwese ne ma si koso na no ada na nkwala nkuma e kosu nkwala omfi ofen so de omanitime chire mu okuma se som kwa registration ye registration kama amosa de omanitime sa chire fi aba som de kopie mu e okuma se no na bus driver mo hwe no mu hunu ti no nam so mo sa fa bus fofra de omani etime sa chire ofen so omko na ofen so e bridge kese no ana driver na ukita car no ode shen e kodwira bridge na nkwala no me ne okasa de asemu makoma be se nwotwe o maka nkinegu e wosena nema esi ekoso sankomo na enya ni kankura wosena nema esi ko na amafo beka enche bia nso na executive council almost 8 million de omani kire congress a omuji tumu se FA president obeje 12,000 Ghana cedis de abonata so na be de kire 7,000 na afi so o makeka hono obi age 4,000 bosumu bia de abonata so wiem ne chese e mo bag de TCK a ohwema na ese abosumu makoma ko be se edu entemnie TCK bi ana eye executive council o mayi bi se o mo ede bonkwala yi achiba ewo nanu arwosema esiye ewo finso
GFA executive council no nei omakwasete na omagye atumu se bosume ayomu yi se kwawie a omaketua no de koma nkwada a omukonya akwanhia ewo finso no ekoyi kire se ehuhia se saa sika yi ngwa koma abusuafo na obibia ne de hye free mu no wode akyekere ne were ese obekae ne ye a na wotwe awie boboku a ne din ade African Vision Soccer Academy nkwada aduasanan na omote ehyen mu a omutira nya ye na ofensu nsuo no omukoti to mu a ekowi ase nipa nson ehwere wo nkwa ne santi na GFA ku na fato omu so se sabre ya afoforo da ya asabia no omaketua no omudi bomu di ama omu na no na beboa na omde tutua omu ho ka
African Vision Soccer Academy omo eco steamer omkonya akwanhia no we ne hyehyɛ Ghana Football Association for paying aye dia to dia mom nyame adoma ebidi omachi na afia hwese na omtwumadi omudi no esi eko na ye ne Ghana Football Association for paying so ahwehwe nkomo but yen san fa ni intensan kire mu dia na yese wo de woni akire achim achim eye ofonso a na yese wo hwese na ne ma esi eko a DC ye wo ho eye honorable Paul Asamoah ono so de nkomo kakra tuensa ja e de afa ne ma omoye e de aboa ema eye saro ho se metuensa to dwa no omgidi passe enyade a ebetin asan to aso biu
registration here koi sanke your secretariat ewo bia this level and bibia ho no ma and bibia online wa program bibia no wi details here no afford e de ko no mo de go central system so and for them to carry nkwala no from all the way to baby atisa ama sa atoyenchim abai hardwin and you want to be so unfortunate because at the end of the day no nkwala no registration for wi a so obasan so do matraka mu na kobo baby okobo be obasan da atraka mu ni nyina so gina the kind of infrastructure yewo sanka yewo bibia ho no ma mu fa say youth center obetumi aye examination nyina ho lab na ade obetumi aye bibia ho abede system nyina no afford akọ this level no mo so afford akọ national sanka sa no ni nyina enti no it take some time asana ye do sa level no enti ya akọ de ba busua no
Honorable Paul Asamoah DC awo ofuase ayiribi ana tene kaso no so de nkomo eja e de African Vision Soccer Academy omomananti nkuma wo ka nchini gu na anu ada no na enye ni kansem kra but yesa de ni akire mu Ghana Football Association for akache na Michael Osekre abobu ana guest ndo na abone samane efe no ono na Vision Football Club nso ye ne de ewon krampuni mantema na ono so de nkomo kaka 20 tudwa efa football ni for a long time you know afi ana ban eyipoma kwam se yemfa ententam so biu
We expect to say football as Omebie, it will come back bigger and stronger. Before we know you say the adrenaline levels of Ghanaians about football never show. We expect say as football about back it will even go a notch higher for us to get the football where we want it to be.
You bit me recover from the tantrums of COVID-19. We are suffering so far.
A bad, but COVID a new way of life. So I think say we just have to make do with it and then find new ways around the Ediabano. Because maybe when say we are called reset. Instead of resetting who they say so the reset near share the way flow now, then we go by it.
Na yedi nkomo ye nkomo ayedi no meka cho da se du afisem so na ye bo awura afiefiem na ye bisa ye ho se efie etesen efie bekoyi agisa apomuden ho nsam ye efie bekoyi agisa otumi bo akonhoma efie bekoyi agisa asumdwe wo ho kwala ne school fees no utility no ni nyina enti na yedi afisem enkomo na no pema memo amane se de stroke ha no diabetes ha no de bia na chimrebo no etete no ene obi ade bia nkwa de oba bi ye oya so hu Dominion herbal powder beboa we no enye juma den de chesenye processes na ehia ne se wanu asio de kakra enye de uminimu bero fa powder yi atreketo ano kakra gum wanunum nom tiawa wanya tea bi prekopa a chese eba besa sanyarewa we nyina ede ama edro ni din no ene Dominion herbal powder be bia ni hono wo manyi wo ohia dro we bia wunya na mu frɛ number 0543158195 and 0204296449 na won sabeka Dominion herbal powder na odi abo ho ban Franco Trading Enterprise say men kan chiro say obi anim eye Ghana fo ne amanone fo kra nim sem say phone papa ne TV papa de wo mu fie na ewo na me chira wo machira kwan na head office ho no eno wo Adabraka Roxy Cinema bus stop ho a eho na obehu Franco Trading Enterprise Franco Simen kan chiro say said the TV fo bi wo mo brand de da so no wono so Franco akwakofa na de aba brand what ase ebeboa papa a wo hwe TV a hu se matisika to TV na Misha TV won sabeka sane ma papa bia fi Franco ho a the number is 0302 255 651 0302 255 651 and 0546 133 188 0546 133 188 still ano won any phone papa efia woni won edinkita ho a won sa ebetumi akabi we ya wofo we school ni bi kra wa na abo ho bra SHS wonya bia obekọ na anu ya wa chiro BC ya wie wa ho mame kanfo St Andrews SHS emfa emau St Andrews amen kancho so won potem bi te sa asinfosu mankasimu a woni hawo efise won school no won krabata ewo ehonom na afa school ni bi nso wo dunkwa onofin na afa sahwi asanwe so obenya admission na obekọ school ya eye grade A no na sanye private school ni bi no number na wo frɛ 0244 696911 0244696911 and 0207891004 won sabetumi aka admission na wanya school papa akọ megosua mebo awofo amane se ebi kra na ode onu nua na tie so ahu eyi sese ya mofra wo fie ya wo nko school yi empendodro onipa bi ade a wota yo no wo yo no na wonya mu nimde na wo bin wom ne mma ene wanya otena na watutu sisi a emwa sa na mofra na de sua no sese wa ma won san ka multi TV box no bi a o mana de sua be ye wo fie entwen na enka chi ansa na wapa no aduro enti de hia na se multi TV box no pebi wo fie Joyline and waso ide a chechefo no so aye krado se de nanka oba no onua no okunya kwan ko school mo obesua no won betre no ewo TV ne so ne mo agisa onsaka multi TV box no bi wo benya bia eye 0302 226163 0302 226163 ma sanka bi na adesua no wo fie ya kosisi ombeko school mo next year no wọ́n nkoso a ensua de ebusua no paisa adwumakuo ya da romanti ye ba bedi nkomo na ye nkomodie no ye hyase e de afi ya pomodin mo nsem mu anopaye bisa se onipa wahrawa ewo mu de obroni fre no se liver no dwuma be na didima onipadua no na de ewudi akọ mu de ewo no makọ mu no ya na ekokoye wo liver no de opani a wo boa yen na oye doctor ni ama ye di saa enkomo yi eye Dr. Chematin C4C Homeopathic Hospital wono ena ye ne de wa denta fa homeopathy kwa so na ji apomoden na wie opai a wonya ho asem bi anka de ena ye wono tementen papa Chematin apomboko enyuma efo nyina ho ye ekeka so se wo mo ede wa apomoden mu nsam eba wa hye ye ha wo magye homeopathy nsam atom no kane no na ye omoden so mbaje homeopathy but wadaro mo omoba no wo ma hu se na no so boa pa
ade omaje atom se eboa pa because social dance a ekoso ewo amani aman asin mante mu ne ade na ekyerese obi a we ni da so se ekwanya ye befa so a apomodin
eda no won se ma papa bi frɛ de o se da ba ha bi a me ma de frɛ o ka che me se ono na brabo te se omo e ka se asori am de manyi sin no de menko o se ono sa na brabo te no kro ka che me no enti ono ti homeopathy on de onim se oguso a wonyi no enye prisi abrofo de a na ye haban ya no ya enti homeopathy de no na on se da nya yi but ono ankasa de wehu nti ena ofi no ho ahoban na se
ono ankasa me man lecture ka
usa man lecture kraka
homeopathy nya de foforo
okay
ya de a wo sha achepa nti wo sha emra me ne kasa na homeopathy enyi nsen no
ba onyante won chire no na ye no so no anyi che homeopathy ewiase no enti bisa na obehu ne chire
o nko a wondu 200 years and above there na che homeopathy nya che homeopathy on there wenyi abru 200 years
okay na mumu no wadaro ma na abepie Ghana ene mantam mo ena afa ye hu de homeopathy so etumi ye wa pomode mo sem nya me chire o ne wadwuma efo eti Dr. Chematin semi obi a me pa no no a obi nso ho kra won pa no na so pa didie ye ni kan fa de ye di na nsa na ya hede ya nom no mahra wa ewo mi mu no aduane be no hia a esese de bia mebo ne ho ban na ono so atumi abo adwuma wo me ni padua mama me da
yo me da se mami fanchia kese ema ahwefo nyina wona wo je ayaresa e wo C4C adwuma efo a me ni omo eye adwuma Germany abontin so Hamburg Dr. David ene eye Amsterdam asase so sister Linda Ghana their branches no omodos ni adwuma efo no so edos midinchia emamo no kre asem ni se ye hwe brebo na ye yina as oman se ye hwe brebo no yie pa ebe ye din se obi abeyare
okay brebo we ye ni pedua mu no
brebo a ewo ni pedua ni mu no unse ye basic science ekre se ye ka say the largest organ obia nim say eye honam nipedua as in the skin but oba ye nipedua ni mu a honam akwawa no te say honam akwawa esu yi a ye adwuma bebre ni e be ka say the largest internal organ no eye yen brebo no and that's a hrawa right
liver.
Okay, brebo no. So the largest internal organ ewo ye nipedua ni mu no eye brebo. Na brebo no gira ho ma honam no commander of defense system. Unse se ye ko eye soldiers camp ne soldiers omo boy ho ban ne ebe ka say ye immune system na soldiers bia na omo commander. Nti uba ye nipedua ni mu a ni oye commander ewo honam akwa ni nyina ni pedue no ye brebo
eni wotumi pa
enti so wotumi
enti woje hey
se uwe brebo na ne size et say normal football size
brebo eda ye mu no
brebo eda ye mu no
eso chen ye yefo no
eso sen ye yefo kra
eso chen ye intestine no
eso sen ye angrawa ne ye so ya brebo no so pa normal size ni te say normal football ye football ye boy ni international say esuyi na ansana obi ebeka say infansense ye ta ka say 3D yare ansana obi beka say bia female anopheles mosquito bi aka no ema wa transmitted plasmodium parasite ema ebia wenya 3D yare no na che say brebo no na ama ho kwan because brebo no gire ho say onya sense danger ema ni pedue na ono ne de ne say quickly no obesone moja no so nti end there's a parasite bi and efre hifa eba osone parasite no free mu Inti eba aha na che say wade wo ho. Inti obi obo ne brebo ho ban de eye dempa so be ka say wonya infection. And the way your bow
say pese ye ti ase ya na say de ode am force for aye emfato ho. Se si a wo pese wo nkonko wura o matena ye ho a age say mema ma ne bi gira ho a wa ma wo kwan. Enti sa wuntumi wram
enye
sana brebo na koye ti osi yare wa beba ni padua nim ne ho kwan.
That is it. Yare beba ni padua no eye moja yare say obi be collab yes you when you hepatitis ebia hepatitis no A ana B ana C ana D ana say E answer na ye be confirm say bibi sa aba omoja nim na say brebo no na ma ho kwan. Even yare SARS-CoV-2 coronavirus ayeke answer na coronavirus ebubu egu ho no na kire say wo soja no eye wo commander na ebo ho ba no wa retire
oni ho na ne na wono so ko retirement ye be wuwe de ye nya ne de na wan ko retirement no
enti no kre asem ne say eno na ye ba enuane ahodo bia ese me ene wo yedi anase ye twe ye hu firi hu ebi ti say niama eye soche asin oil food ni ade bibia otum say anwa
tibom pete
embra ma ye hu kwa me ye mbobo enuane bi de nti ye be generalize no say niama wa wo sha niama otum say eye soche srade ewo mu no we ye niama ebre ye mbrebo no ase ena otum say Ghana fo bebre bibi kakra ewo yensem no ye pe soche nuane san krofo no so na eta eyare bebre ndi emu bebre no ye nam ho nanso ye yare won say answer na obeti so obi ayare a ye emergency ya rush no ana say bia ya admit no ana say wa sorry wa friend the boss ontumi mbe edwuma no na che say ade no edidi ni mu ache
enye danoa na esase
just like obi a otie me obi a o hwenye bia a otie bia ono me nsa bia na yare
ensa ne
o hwe Ghana ha si ye ka ensa like ensa yeah ensa ebu bia na say ensa bia as in wine say there ebuo embuo once there's an alcoholic content eko wo nipedue ni mu no o yare
enti doctor de ye doko no so obi a onom no de bia no de onyare won ade say de alcohol wo mu
meba eno so meba the sweet things no so but o ye enhwehwemu kire say Ghana for your pensa pa
the ebro no
ye re enom edinsa
that's right
na no krane say anytime wa obenom ensa bia no elivi bibia ye friend no toxins ye de battery mu a ye be kasa bia toxins as in poison
and I say de duboni bi
ana ne boni bi ba ni peduani eja ewo eye brebu ni mu nti enye once pe eye nkakra enti bia ene wonoma ebeja toxin kakra wo brebu ni mu ade chento hwe wa one bia 1 year 2 year 3 years 4 years 5 years 10 years and I say 1 month connect say wono wa stock eye toxins no kakra wo brebu ni mu we ade a ebre eye wo commander na say wonya bre wo commander na say na say wo expose eye wo camp no to enemies say yare bia no etumi nya
okay
and sana ebi oba na bema beka so menya mako hospital yesi menya infection we ebi a virus we na say bacteria we oba be ebi na say eta eso nsuo say bia wenya leukorrhea na say beka say white eta all manner of infections bia no ejina ye mrebo no ejina ye commander wo ye nipedua ni mu nti say ye exposing is to be a ensanom sochi eduane mojanam say brebo no one detoxify na esan ye detoxify say like
no bone no poison if you
poison so no eno so in terms of eba enuane na wudi na eno so na etoto enuane ni ye ni a enye ewaduane no oyifiri mu na ne eye no ode ama ni pedua no because so oma ho kwan so okay wa hrawa no because answer na brebo no be function ye pam na che say ahrawa no so ye de be se function nti so no no makwan so ahrawa na se ye edwuma se nti se na se kɔ no e bia wasa no kidney no so se na se ye nti so no so makwan na moja eye wo kidney no so e de be hia no etumi nya na se moja krogen ansa na moja be kɔ adwen ni mu no adwen no hia cells anase moa we wa adwen ni mu no omu hia moja krogen ni nia no brɛbo yi hu asema na ema ho kwan nti Osha ni peduano pan de me pebrebo no because it play vital role. Enyo bia ntontom eka no ewo oman Ghana ha say na enya 3D yare.
Okay.
Enyo bia ntontom eka no se yesi bia nipa 10 eda mosquito breed area asin say baby ntontom wo bebre pa na nipa 10 eda ho a ebia sa infected mosquito no waka obia but at the end of the day no say ye be diagnosis say bia obi enya malaria ana say obi enya this particular way na ejina say bia nipa no ne brebo enni amoa no ana say ne brebo ni de ben ewa honden nti for me they basically say we ye nhwehwemu a ana ahwefo mo hwe betumi adega ye further research into the liver no say wo expose who to the knowledge na ubon say ndie say wo bo brebo no ho ban yi pan de a ebe dem pan say yare a ye friend no yare eye mojamu yare as in viral infection bacteria sana say ebia parasite ebetumi ai de ben akọ ye ka say akawo atoho
yo enkobo aye die di na fisem so wo bedwam dwumade so Adom TV esanso ye live wo Facebook enti bikra na TV men wo phone no ankasa so no obetumi ahwe bi na wafa wo de efrim wanti hase kura no fato ho ba kwa doctor de amayen ene se asrafo no wo matena ye ho no enye obia ne bowram ho efise emema ma ne go what is obi ye demonstration or say ye be hase afi armed forces yi hwan yi 6 so say garrison hwan da na what is so obi say ye demonstration no ye kwa koshase ye wo brasport na ye de kwa kowie wo garrison hwan da because mema ma ne gu a wo mo ame wo mo ho wo mo abo mo ho ban etu de nkomo aye de de won tie hwe asekura no firi ne na wo mra bu awo nipadua mu no tiase se eno ne osra ni nu a wogina ho a wo bo wo nipadua ne mu ene ema ewum no eho ban nti ototo na se a ene e wala enti mu no a anono mo no enye num keke onye nsu asem na meka odi aya na ebro no na ebro so ano odin no de odi gu wani mu ana wani suburu na wo pese wusun so bia mo no no anyinya wani de bia wonom no okay me jedi se ne wa sopa no tie nkomo Dr. Chematen ene ye edi eti doctor ya kan de ye no ye hwe de dididi nso
yo mama one major role no so of brebo no unse obi oso ase wedi enuane bia ma afede akobata like accreting ye beka say efi ana say filth abata brebo no ho ebasa me hu say otate say obi wo se bia oyare pa nanso wa try in robia emwa no ansa na eduro obefa eduro na aye ejuma ewo wo nipadua ni mu no na brebo na ma ho kwan
enti se bibia
ebia enye eduro no na enji wo obi onso bezo wa try herbal nro ahodo bebre enye se herbal nro no na enji no ana se bia wa kokolebu yama no orthodox nro a che se bi wo ha bia tipaye duro wa fa eduro na ma afide ne system na jofa onti hwe biom enye nru no na enye ejuma but rather no brebo na esese use nru no na de ma ebia wo kidney yare duro na wo fa ana se bia pressure eduro na because I have so many cases in our hospitals. I mean say metatina consulting room ubon say cases no ba nipa no oda BP duro so normal offer BP duro no now so now the pressure no kwa na eko but ideally no technically no BP duro na offer no the achievement ye person achieving say ebebre o pressure no so ase but rather no ekosoro nti wan hwe ni ye na say wan hu obi onim hunama kwa wanu nyuma ye a obeka say eduro no na emmoa no but rather no honam akwa na ye brebo no there was stock setting in nuane bia bata idua brebo no ho ache enti say one fa through the system of say bia obeboa na brebo no etumi ejina ne nan so I believe you me ma homeopathy eduro kra emfa brebo no ho a enya de a eduro no ebeye edwuma
de bia wotu fie na oka banku na ase no uhwie gu sink nim hwie gu sink na afei eda odi nsuo ahwe nim begu sink nim a enko no chese na no banku ase no
obehu se
akoka wo sink nim
wo so a obetumi aya se wan kope plumber bi na wontumi amba betu ehu bebi a we ya you know sometimes cramp wutu a apart from say eniama akwa stock wo no so obehu so na sink no hose no ni ade no emu so ay search na srade akwa kotemu yie enti na esa ya utade warm water you know plumbers no omunti in diverse way no they try to clear that particular your friends eniama esisi mu sana ni pedua no so de ben ete enti eba sa na esese yete moja nam enuane so ena eba te say carbohydrate stuff say ye kan ye manchi nuane ahodo ebia wode anapa sorry a wodi fufuo ye wo mo di fufuo ahomache
eno de ye no kro me ABY edukumi akua champoma bra ye gbo ano no nti yesesem won
mo betumi edi but it shouldn't be every day any say day bia because what tire say na make no for now no be so because of ejuma wo ye time a wo sorry nte bia wo ba ejuma mu say ya untumi nya time ndidi ni ade yeah but senya ka no ya rebie ni ho a esi impefrum eyen kakran nti da wo be hu say honam no wo baby dodo ana utumi say enyama bia ye funny nsenteni bi enkoso yie ni ade no na che say bibi na ye de ben age gon wo ni pedua ni mu
ene ABY
into that's the timer
edukumi ena me kokonteni fufuo no say ye be sakrem na ye balance na agochoki wo
eba you know in terms of carbohydrate you know aya me recommend kokonte more better than fufuo
when masawo ho
more better than banku in terms of starch you know the percentage of starch ewo kokontemu ne ade ba say na make
na mu no tu ye fo say yensesem
yes too much of everything is bad because we are there ye hwe a system a ebedu ebema yare so ebe de ben ebete enye time bia na sese de ben o yare danya ebia some ebia wo yare na ebia 2 years 3 years normal but say wo tie yare frequently na say bia ka say yare no ewo unipedua ni mu eno unipedua na ba betna oje ohun anje say utumi screen enkakanga na wo hwe say bia we na atochima na akofa we aba ndo bibiara ofa eduro no nje no ne brebo no ho na de ben atochima na nea ono so fa eduro no je no chese ne brebo no edi aboa no but one thing about the brebo so obi so obekọ ayasabe so ne cholesterol de ben ekosoro one major function of brebo no on say brebo no eno so produce anase eno so cholesterol ema nipedua no
mrebo no ankasa no
mrebo no ankasa no
yesrade
woni nipedua ni
so side di srade no
enti say brebo no yesrade woni nipedua ni mu na say oso oma won srade no so edoso at the end of the day na se ema brebo na ho den eba fuma na kire se wo srade no kosoro into be ka so we srade as ne cholesterol de ben kosoro because ne brebo no na de ben ajegon just like you be ka say obi glucose and say si kire won ni pedua ni mu kosoro adentia because pancreas no eno so ye honam akwa wa sse de ben produce hormones bi etumi regulate and oma pancreas na ho ne eba foma definitely no sugar na be den ebe koso sa na brebo no so de ben etie e woni pedua ni mu
ye da doctor Chamati ase fi se obi wo ho atese de wo kan edro bia wonom bia no ensa yare no a eha no ukọ bia so de a waye doctor no de ese o ma wadro kofie na ukokonom enti baby baako a ebeboa wo ana doctor obetumi ahwe no anya adaje agbawura ni pedua ne mahu se brebo no a waye sojani no na ho de no wo keka kwa retirement ana se wo kokra dada na anim se okọ na homegye mu a Dr. Chamate C4C Homeopathic Hospital Adenta nkran ha de ho na owo na afi mantam ne nyina mu nso owo branches so ha baby abekobia obeboa na doctor ye ka ne say no ho obi nso wo ho a esansa watin church bi tise de wo kan no enti ono wote hoi ene anopa wuja anokra wonya popo bi ba ko bia ana wonya melon bi etwa kakra bi ana kwadum yensa bi a ene yeda ne ho ani because won kodidie mu oduro no akodi kabona akofo hawa bre no nti obi ono so na bre a obo nyina no ebi kura nkwan kura na wotwe nyina no na afi no anom kwa be ladder ba ko mpacho ono so
enkwan eye ema ni pedua no nti wohia ena insuo so eye ema ni pedua no wohia ena eye popo enuaba no ne zebroso melon ne all those fruits no ehia ema ni pedua no
okay
but ye ka say in a day no as I say we live a balanced life na che say anapa udi banku a ewia me ni emu
okay
enimbere menkwa nkodi banku menkwa nkodi fufu say udi banku anapa na ewia udi mu na enimbere so a wo ba beda no ukodi fufu a na che say wo sa sebia no anase practicing na wo mu a na che say rather no wo beje nse bia wo ma wo nipedua no ahonden because all those starchy way no provide fuel ema nipedua no but I don't know machine na just like car wo talk car mo no na say wo use car no a the more wo the pressure air to engine so na du baby a engine bre into to say kwan ya na car no wo use a na ekọ no afi de na otum say niam ya den asesa saa na nipedua no so e de ben ete say wo ye na ebro so a ema machine na enyam eduane no wo nipedua ni mu na edi ye edwuma ema nipedua na honde no machine no e de ben
na
honde no e de ben e bafom so when that happens na ema nipedua no ntumi function senya ss e function no ntina ehu hia se me ene wo ye bete e bia enne okay anapa obetumi edi heavy enye bad bia we di banku anapa na the same anapa no say juice bi fresh juice bi and say fruit bi would heavy ni we are 10 minutes time 5 minutes time no na we the fruit na e de be egu so ewia ubetumi so edi something which is not carbohydrate na say bibia enye related to we ebia ubetumi edi bia some set of way you can say bia enkwan kakra any bia body basically body the strength different from banching strength and I say mankeni as in kokonyam the strength and horn different from banchi so what the say be make sure say udi carbohydrate product in the morning ewia no nuane a obedu no make sure say enye too much of carbo and any mreni so a wo ba beda no I would rather advise say fruit beer ana juice bi ana enkwan bi ana oat bi a obetumi aye na wedi be 5 ana 6 ekono but from 5 and 6 ekono I don't advise any aduane bi a obedi a so heavy here that we say bi mo kura practice way say bi a odu fie na office obi a wa brand ade a comedy no obedi heavy way na wa ko jogging in a way said a bit to me I add digested but who said brebono one of the major role no so it plays the role of what digestion enti aya sometimes ye pese ye outsmart ni peduano but obo ade no ni niemu no wa bo ahihye bibia pepepe edwuma esese nipedua no obiara de be eye na me ne wo yetumi ekoso ye dada abrabo mu.
Okay, enti ebia na wo so wadwene mu dada wo nim de mfa wadidie ehono de wonim ne se medi fufu anopa se de Dr. Ken na se awia medi mu na se enwumre menum kokoda ma balance me diet. Ya jemu na ya na sa de je se ma balance me diet.
That is it.
Se ye boa ye dada ye ho.
Oh, ye dada ye ho. Ye dada ye ho. Unzo bi wo ha ofra obetumi akese doctor me hwe edwuma na me ye no ehun hia say but say o planning very well entina normally say o ba ye ho a ye focus ni ni anye eduro nko a ye hwe wedidie mu ye betumi ama list enuane a esese okọ ho nia eni se okọ ho unse obi biara a osua de ekọ enimu no ubedu bebe ni ye fra bibi se obstacles to cure na che se ye wo bibi a eye ne ho te se osi akwan a emfa ho ne nia obeye once wo wo ni pedua ni mu a prevent ana se esi wayaresa ho kwan no nde se wo hwe na wuyi saa bepo na esi kwan no efri ho ansa na wetumi ayedebe enya ofa ahudie nti wenia no eye kwan a esese just say unse ase ya used to some type of therapies ache nti ama se obi yare a instantly na no fedro person ho to no
ebinom so adwen no
ebi ma adwen no instant no nim se wa fedro nko a bosom ba ko bosom mienu bosom miensa esese de be ne ho to no is because of the ideology of what we call suppressive drugs. Suppressive drugs say be enrobi a ofa ebema ho adwedwo nanso
entu yare na se
it's just like say edua si wo fie pese edua na ebe de be ebe fifiri edua no ha adwen wo fie o ebi edua no fifiri a na ye nwura etinwura na prepare bi na ade na de nsensem eba ubeboka akofa chainsaw aya ye penu easy into ufa chainsaw tre ma ho beye afe ba ko mienu miensa kono bohu na edua na asade ne I started fifiri ebe fifiri asan ba beye sa giant anase osi akwan na o pese ebe no nti the best thing is say ubetu de be edua no ase utwa wie a utu ase because normally no say eduane si ho na untumi nka se bia your friend say utu ase no without said ebe utwa ntina WHO can be say ye betumi achieve ewiase apomuden universal health only by integrating complementary and alternative medicine in our healthcare. We international say ninia ye wonia ultra eduano ase
we kakra
ebwa na because intini kura sometimes kura no utu ase a ebi so ye de ben intini bika ewa ase it takes a bit of time and kakra na wetumi apruti bibia.
Doctor yeda say anope enti say what to say ye nam kwan bi to say orthodox homeopathy ebibiduro meche heba ane sa na ma no na yede sa yare a na Dr. Badwam ane na ntina ho nka say homeopathy de ayese sorry a ye wo mi ansa na ye tinti minimum ntimi fansa me ho yare beboa because WHO for kra dia tum say we kakra na ye de tu ye yare was Dr. anope da say wama yen churchere efa yen mrebo ho efi na komigide se de wasopa no watie churchere penti wa fedro bia na nkwa C4C homeopathic hospital o won kran ha wa denta na kwahwehwe o mabia na brebo no ho asi ye de sankomo twetwe papa yi a wafa wa ba afrimu no esi afi ye bwawura homeopathy ho no wankasa ne ahwe adwuma a womo eye no ho na bia na yeguso aye twetwe nkomo yi ho na wapomuden no ekira kwan wo wani kire ho de kosohwe kura so hu de seda koso anka ma opasem kosohwe na be hu se enye fediagro eti doctor ye gbawura wo honom no se unam homeopathy kwan so na wo sayare a meba wo ho a ede ne de na moye no ho a enye te se bebia da no me koye no nti se me nya gidie sa ahade homeopathy ebeboa me
yo hima esanse ye dwen eye adasama apomuden hunti ya bomoden aye nhwehwemu any Food and Drugs Board Authority etu anamon the ebeka say standardized homeopathic medicine say ka say standardized ohwe eye we eduro bi C4C de aba abonten a ebo brebo no ho ban nto hwa ya tro ho liver support na we ade a metumi aka say Ghana for ahwe enim say C4C betumi to sa na mo no unse for many years no aya ne ayeta hu say bia obekọ na oba ye ho homeopathy a ebia ye be ma bibi ai say nsuo na ebia be ka say 5 minutes bia ye de ahonden egumu emma ebi mu ye very so busy bia wadwuma mu ne ade bia wa wuti hei na say mede wato prescription so na every 10 minutes and every one bia na say we na che say utun say apomudin no entumi nkoyie enti ye the standardized way hepatina homeopathic tablet homeopathy na we no obia ohwe dwumade ehia saa eduro we liver support remedy eno no say wo yare o unyare o eboa brebo no ema nejuma ewie peyo and one advantage is sometimes herbal for no ne other drugs no so omo we a omo kasafa enro ho a omo betumi akola opemfo ntumi mfa akola but uhwe we nu a say oyo opemfo a very good for you.
Okay.
Nursing mother say bia wawo na wo ma akola na enufo utumi fa akola ya wo no daba akokora de be utumi fa just say tablet akola no ntumi mfa enti wo de go ye small ye ma direction bia teaspoon ketwa na wo de bia tablet no half de hanti ye wo dosage ye de ma na wanhono na de be wo de ma akola no anom
eno ye bra bofra na disen no
eno ye bra tina make as akola no ye wo no na say we di 1 month kora obetumi a de ben afa nti we ni enuro ahodo na se na mekan we no obi biara ohwe dwumedi ehia saa homeopathic tablet eno beboa ema honam akwa a ye frɛ no brebo no ebetumi aboa ntende wo yare o wonyare o bia wa ba beje be 2 boxes 3 boxes 4 boxes na de ben udi egu ho ntende bia anapa ansa wo be sorry no water free tablet eno enyanwen eno soso a enye de nti enye bibia se aye ehɔ ne hɔ eno nti ena enkola so eboa ase say the insuo no okay insuo
say the hu ni taste say
hu say da enhu ni taste say enwe ana say the but basically no say ena ade no ete o be hwe wan hwa begin say bia wo fa para say ena tablet no ete anti we ade say obi biara enye bi ode bo no ho ban ende say akola o openu say we nya bia no ntina FDA fagia to mu as a liver support say support eboa brebo no ma brebo no tumi ye de ben ni nyuma ese de ben
na doctor empempi no unse for when chere unse ye design edro say ya na ye wo days bi ne nhyehyɛ ya ese ye fa no
ne nia wo ho no sometimes unse ye be ka say ne nia no ye betumi aka say ohwe bia dose bia enkola at the age of we bia be fa one tablet 3 times a day ebia enkola so omedi so and so man to this year be fa ne say but ne nia no is according to the physician prescription yehwe akola no situation na ode beba openi no ni situation opemfo no ni situation and ebe kire dosage say ena we no to say do C4C homeopathic hospital kofa by ena kofa ba nti unya ewo any hospital wo Ghana ha ena uko pharmacy bia so a unya for example uko pharmacy wo India uko pharmacy ewo Europe abonten so there ubenya but Ghana ha pharmacy bia ni ho a but available in all C4C branches.
And yeah, semi miss us or no watakra de na ohia binti ehina obehu C4C fellas geo rider also
no crasem say western region takrade ye wo Fijai Maize Port.
Okay.
Fijai Maize Port. Central region so ye wa Aguna Suedru any Cape Coast and Kran ye wa Denta SDA junction. Kumasi Ashanti region so ye wa Kwamu Fitemu junction. Eastern region so ye wa Mienu Kede Asa hotel Kede nti wo Isamankese ne ade na oba Kede ye sign wo Koforidua Technical University traffic light na say if you be a friend Antarctic guest house ye wo ni opposite ho ye sign Sunyane Brona Hafo region ye Sunyane Penkwase Main Street ena Amsterdam oba Amsterdam so ya ye juma Europe ache for 3 years now. Amsterdam so ye wo ho ye juma. Germany abontin so Langenhorn Mat Hamburg so ye wo ho. We nia e bibi a okwa unze enye Ghana FD pe na agia tum. The US homeopathic pharmacopoeia and the European homeopathic pharmacopoeia nia e deben agia tum. Nti we standardized drugs are C4C homeopathy ayarasabia ye won ye support wahrawa wo lungs ye won ye support wo kidney ye won ye support wo prostate say ye de ahodo different and anyame adom ye de ye edwuma nti we ebema ye how so ate wo oman Ghana ha ye the promotion esi ho say and the penny first time I made that a drawway edi actually Ghana mine. Nti normally no say oba hospital na bia wo first time no share car wo bebo and yes I oba ya o ka say bia ope hepatina na brebo edro ni bi na ye de amount ese say yetumi e de wo fa mfidie mu na ye hwehwe wo mu wo behu doctor ese doctor hu nia how nia de nti wo be fa through the normal process na ya show kama na yehu ene de ye hwe wi a yenim say whether say wo yare o wo nyare o na se wo hia liver support bia ye de bema wo nti eno no automatic say ye wi a de ben ye de bema ba say etumi nya wo history na ye de ben ye follow up na ye
na nya ba ko na wo hia
bia wo hia ba ko otumi beje bia 10 box cry de ben eko enro we otumi say some time ago ye de kakra bi takrade for any Kumasi for bekaya since then no yentumi fa bimba biom demands no ebe ye very high ewo oman Ghana ha na ye de share ye de test eniama bi mu kakra
ti se hu se beboa
nti se ya
kan bebi sa se na se yi India na ye benya ndodre de na ye ma India fo na ye ma ye Ghana fo but se de wo ka se enye FD nko ewo Ghana na age atum no ti se
we are here finance in American European homeopathic pharmacopoeia and US homeopathic pharmacopoeia your international homeopathic pharmacopoeia omuina agia tumwa yede ejuma ewo Ghana maintain ene amai nti meden me number ebetudwa ye special promotion from ende ekosi efiada
na
watchi nyina and ekosi fiada anapa 7 am to ewia 2 pm ntina che se wo akwanya no se obeba any of these branches se bia nka wo ba hospital ho a bia doctor consultation na wo betua ne ade na normally first time obeba there 800 Ghana cedi there including inura ye de bema there na che se 800 cedi echo for the first time subsequent time no na like so ebete kra amount but first 200 a mo be free lines a me di to dwe wono untua ubeye only registration of 400 cedi
what
you register ya chemu 50% ya chow 50 yes you have for 50 na che say o your registration na ye be sign amount in no 2 boxes for free 2 boxes for free.
What channel 400? What's happening?
Yeah, Oko Apotek. Europe for air shame. Oko Apotek. Now Oko bisa this particular way. 92 euros. 92 euros. What the bag Ghana cedi? More than 700 Ghana cedi. Na. Se me mwa 600 to me check $euro rate you know. But 92 euros times maybe 6 and I said 7.
Dr. And then tobo na sem ne de tobo ase. Enti no senka first one o ba fufra 800 de o de beto ho ne ya show ne edi kan na sa 800 no ya chemu mienu ya fafa
sure
and edro no nso a ka ebia ka ebro 500 Ghana cedis o de emfa say ebro 500 Ghana cedis wo sa ache mienu enti mfa say anka ma wo cha edro no 1000 no sa ache 400 enti wo cha 1000 for ama nipa 200 wo ye djuma wi anya me ma wo
ye pese obia for example enkola ni ade wo even say bia even enkola omundu age 18 oba okra no yen kasa bia akola no ntua unregister 400 because it will be unfair say one wo ba oni wo kunu ene bia enkola miensa na aba obia register say ha ye mamo special package ye family package say no bia because you can o ya akola o yo penu o yo painful uhia this liver support homeopathy remedy no
okay it mean me busu na eba ye tua 400 once and for all
there be ye be mamo package 400 registration for nipa ba ko already the amount discount
ye ma package and she say you so amount
na
busu na nyina sama mo mienu
na che say ninia ebe depend
because
for example ebia akola enhia mienu
bia akola on the liver system
that is it
matuase enti enkomodie yi a yedi na afisem su yi efo apomuden ho ensem a efa wo liver ho yedi kan twetwe commander da cell liver no ba beboa wo ama wanya soja ni wo ni padua ni mu a obi antumi metwi fa so fi soja ni de onam ne ba bi kura na taade ehye no eka bibi kiro se men no obe ma ba eno ho komotwetwe na yedi tisi homeopathy C4C homeopathic hospital enti Dr. Badwam na ese nrei ha ho se wo kɔ drugstore bi o se pharmacy shop wo nya bi age se wako C4C homeopathic hospital biaye no ene wo number no sa fama ye biewu ene yenso so
I think nyamia dom from next week me ankasa personally no pesa hu me a me visit branches ninia
okay ewo country ninia
me ye nationwide tour
nti wo hwa
nti next week Monday say mewo Aguna Suedu next week Monday Ukuada say mewo eye Cape Coast branch me say Efiada mewo eye Takrade nti wo ye patient dada apart from registration for eno for new people but ukra C4C card dada obi wo ha wabada onimi no dada na ye de ma no but what is say C4C ya upgrade ye nro ni ade no ya sesa niam mu into person sign ebe so hwe into wo a wo kra card dada no wo no wo betua only 150 Ghana cedis still no ubenya eye nro no mienu 150 cedis
e dey so trim kra say nro no mienu no kra dey to say obi che osika e bro 1000 Ghana cedis
that is it
that
is it's just a promo yedema into the ukra card in dada na say opese hu mi a normally me call nationwide tour na me hu adadafo me hu fufuro ebi obi a waba hospital na che omo na me share omo then they contact o branch a ombe ma data Dr. Chemate ebeba ho na wotumi ehia me ewo ho nti numbers no 0500 040 331 and I said 328 0500 040 331 and I said 328 until first 200 mobile free this lines you dey say akwanya nyina ebema mo kai say for example say won yare a untumi nkofa herbal dro ana untumi nkofa orthodox dro but say won yare a homeopathy de ubetumi afa dada ade say ewo won China eboa it is 0500 040 331 and I said 328 numbers no screen no so ubetumi achro na yedisa achede no amamo
Ebusua yede nkomo twetwe papa ye fo apomode ho nsam no asikai se hepatina no ebusua nchemfanti ma nsanka bi ode onyare kra kochia Dr. Oduru Umantem honomo na kopebi na mo ne ebusua ne bia Dr. Kojo Chemate na we CEO da C4C homeopathic hospital no ano Dr. no pay nyame nshira
ahima medase
na omo wadwuma nkoso waye mu yenti ebusua yede nkomo no asi no man hene kwabena santenso ne abedwa fort na se ede mpensempensem mu abro enti nemomo no nanka oman he ba na mesro otwen me meba asaka me ne nkomo twetwe ba ko eno achi na afi yato aso so emo achibio enkomo no de toso mieno ena edrusui ene se ye hwe se ye kwa ye be ye tufam gudie no ya ho bambo ewo ye dada adwuma ye koye enya pa no to ye ne abusuafo pono so no sen ne bebo ye ho ban fi se yenya ye adwuma no ho ahobambo ho nimdie a ena de bia ebetumi akwaba na asomdwe nso atumi abafie nta no pay me won panifo mienu wo menten ba konso ye ne bedi nkomo na fa zoom so ntimi fa ne se me panifo no omoye miensa ena me ne won edi nkomo na menten ha wo fia ha die nana ando environmental consultant de Ghana Chamber of Mines nana mpacha akwaba.
Yeah,
that's nana. Ena ora City Adam and so occupational health and safety superintendent the ma Golden Star and no ewo wasa ora City mpacha onso mo akwaba. Yeah, that's Cynthia Gusa ya twetwe nkomo so ye ne ye papa Samuel Kofie ono so senior manager health safety and environment the ma Anglo Gold Ashanti Iduaprim Mines yani ono so betwetwe nkomo afa zoom so nti mpacho ora Adams Mr. ora Kofie bia wo bia also memo akwaba enti ye hye ye nkomo twetwe na se no de ye nim ne Chamber of Mines bebia fa fam gudie etuo ho no eda wa abaso enti ye ho ahobambo nkomo twetwe na ye ba abedie enti me sha asie na esanse ora City ehwa apomode fam ewo saa dwumadie bi etesa ho ntimi ndi kan se nkomo twetwe no emfi ne so mira ayi maha Adam sei enti same ye obi a metu fam gudie titiru kura de ehia me ye wo mo nam kwati kwan so no wono de bibi na okwa akopedie nanso ehu nimde pa no wonim ne ho ahobambo nsem ene na pomode ho nsem de na oni kan se ne so
medase no se de di kan me de nchia be ma tie for yin
omojo so da se
Adom FM chiso some bisa me no ehu ehia
medase
emprempi no ana panifo obabi se ekopa bibia bedi mane ko se me be de nenam na enam se nimdie ho bambo nimdie ho de ye nti no na akofa ha bibri abraye
okay
ya me de ya kwan so akunhia ade example
jo
be se driver bi ekita car dia open oye se omomuti shanum ka se oh ewura to bu kakra bi kwa na ono omkasa no kra no tumu satem de die ya abam ya ye hihye wo kwan so se udu baby a speed limit e wo ho slow down ramp ho edu mpembebre na ye ndi so na so ye wo de ntenam so a omoyeye nti oba man si mu a eya na ye obibi ye friend of preventive measures hihye ya to ho a enkofa venison eprebiamba na ya san ye mitigation measures se ko ba na se eprane ba je ne betima ya fa ho ene ne sa fa sie di na ya ka ho aso nti e wo se nipa na o ye adwuma no onim me ya de we ya we na ebe kwachi
ebe breme
no ho sonso aso ni o de stem tim sa ebe boa ama ne hu se adwuma me ye sabe nipa bi ntina me ye adwuma no eye omo a oba na makora na betene fie no nkola na mawo mo be wiase no omo ntina me brasa ka de bi nkwa se ka de bi nkwa kan ye den dia na no man 50 cents man kwato eduro no sanye wo a nko ntiase oso nyame nti wotumi amane bi wabo na man kwato eduro no e dia asa no ho yare nti mo ma yehu se adwuma na ye no ye nti na ye adwuma no ebusuafo no hia ye oba ne nkola na wofie ni hia ye asomba ni hia se na be on beti efuturo
krono a wotim no
krono kranso hia nti anwo ko hia se ese etumi ye nchechere ama adwuma bi a ye bia no yehu se ye yesi a so se wo suni
jo
yehu emu broni ka bibi hazard
jo
de betumi de epra ana ho bia ba yehu sana se etun so anu a betumi wi adwuma no jojo abra obi ankopra
yate ye da se abusia oradam ena achira wo de ehia se wo kwa wo bei ka wo nko a wo dokro no ntina no aka ha ho sa so hu enti fa hwe ye ebata ho na mame nko na Adom so ho na Adom so environmental consultant the Magana Chamber of Mines na nei wiki mu yi amode hwe ahobambo ho nsem no Chamber of Mines ntokro no ana na yetutu okrom ho na yetu galamse ni ade wo no ye environment no wo the other environment ani na mpacho environment na hot say
yo ewra me dase me chia wo ahwe force so
ye je wo so dase nana
me ya bofra no na adwuma mienu bi wo ho a wo krase wo kwakoya na ebusiafo mpe de kan soja
okay
de to so mines ase wo krase wo kwaye adwuma mines ase if you say no obi anim say mines ase de ensem wo ho no doso
okay
kwa wanhwe ya wo mebio enti na ehia say painful a mohwe mines no so ebebo ho ban bebre na Chamber of Mines no ye wo sabe wo ma mutu gold no mutu foma gudie no akese no be edumienu enti no sa chamber no ehwe sa no manyina so na eba de ye ka ho asem sisi e galam sei na ya na den kakra e bi say ye ntumi extend ye no enko ho
na ho na de ntia de ne ma ne ye de amoma enru ho no
ahu say answer na ubenya permit no aye adwuma no under the chamber conditions no you have to be permit. It was a amount permit Minerals Commission EPA ye be ma permit ya kireo ekwan ya wo se wo ye nyina so wo fa na the other side na entisa nti baako efa akuti kwan so baako so efa mra kwan so
the open tem no
na no na problems bebre wo fi amona wo ka ho asemi bebre ba kwa ni atutu amonen amona no da ho ye nkata so nsuo beto agum entonton beba na afi akofa yare bebre yaba nti ya na
na metewase ya sa eho no potem no de nka Chamber of Mines for mwadwuma na mom ebinum mammo na so meje ho tumi krata nti na o mafa kwati kwan aye no basabasa sa wo hu
eto se bia concession kwa ye dia mines akese no na o mafa kwati kwan bi so afa so akoye sa adwuma no my problems be brave enti sosono e womu no
yati ase enti saa dwumadie we na kwakwaye se na wotwe we mu nyina na mode hwe ahobambo nsem a efa dwumadie bi etete ho sa no ene emensanko Adam wona mimisa no se na wo ka safety boss ne kit ne ade me odwumayeni a me ye adwuma bi sa no saa kit ko no a ye ka ho asem no na de ban ne den na die ben so na sese me nya wom pra bi ko bampo frimu a me de bebo me ho ban sa abre no
first aid boss na wo kan ho
menai
first aid na kasa no ya de bia de ko me no kan first aid ye na so ye de ba ye kan kasa mu ana je se ade bia wotumi aya bo obi prem mu a akwanhia bi ana se bia wenya atrenche mi ana se bibi twan bibi kakre botuma ya bo ano
pofrimu na
wonim se eto de bia fenesen asranche mana sa akwanhia bi si a obehwe na enye ebi akwanhia no kwa ne ko nipa no se ne yesi manage nipa no na ma condition na I worse
okay
njeni me go do hospital kra na for example ebi ka ma akwanhia kese ne si yi nipa no kra fika ni obi wona so ye ne chi ebi ambe unu aka ya so no mu yenti no na ekobu obodu na tese masa ade atwa wo blidi ese tumtum bibi chichire so ano se na bia okoduru ama o mogyan so nte sanya market nkete no eja show ewo bokase obi wa won se de nkum akoye so na ama ahyemo nti ewom se ehunhia se benya nyama bi te se ebia gauze plaster benya gloves se na be ya mogyan no so eden obi mogyan no yare enti ni mogyan no be ka bia wo so we pura no na enkomo yare wo mu ubenya siza kakra wo betwitwa yan kwa na efe injection violet
ai wa body injection violet
sanya market one obehia se na be ya bibi ba at least especially for infection control wetimi ayena also diabo wanya bia efie ntomago a efita like enye fin wetimi diabo
na dia
oni gloves wetimi se sa rubber se na be ya cross infection ti na odi aboa nipa no
yate asienti iwe nya hwekra no saa ne meye wabobɔ so yesese wo first aid box no unya bi wo yeda se afa yenko zoom ne so na ye ne yewura Samuel Kofie enso enchichen komo no so ye senior manager health safety and environment Dema Anglo Gold Ashanti Iduaprem Mines Mira Kofie mpacho mache. Hello Ora Kofie Brasa mi misra o temenka ma audio no mra kakra na yentumi ni nkomo
metonka o temenka
afede me so metonka ye da se yesanso mo wache
beje so plan ngeba
jo entina ye bisa se yenya ya na ye tu fam gudie no ye adwuma no empempe no ya na sa adwuma ye koye no wram enti wo betumi akawo bibia betumi esi empofrim hono akra no bi kura na baby awo na ma wodwane akono bomofo bi ne krama na na ma na akopie obi fie krama betumi akawo me pa cho eba na sa sampofrim hono de ahobambo ne yenye esanse yenso yadwuma ye no no yi
okay say our kanampa ya no especially for you know my rural folks no animal bites say snake bibi aye common say abobi cow in general say abobi cow yes say odi kai ye say oba wo horo bite na bibi abo na cow no oba pe nsu a elitie a ye wom kakra aye say aye hye na odi semina a wo horo eho no wo ye sa na minimizing the family infection and my infection no enkoso enye kese afei bebia okae no ebetumi a na wa rezi na wa support sa part no we for gods o betumi dey into match kire o konse yon sa na wa chiche ne kakra wa arrange say o di nipa no ebeko hospital casualty no ntema no apɛ healthcare facility bi ebe on say o de ebeko ama professionals no aso say ya yebeda si di kai no first aid ye improve ma de ye betimi aye na ho na de aboa no say ayo wo so na ka de a wo na ka obi a na enye krama ya na say aboa fufu bi a enu benya say obema nipa aboa na ka no wo no wada form boko ebra ni ti eni ni shoulders wa maso as I said the ti ni shoulders e wo soro you say aboa ka obi a wo ka obi a o inject venom and poison sa ni afa the poison no enam enipa no fro ebekọ nipadua na akodi dem na akọsa ade enti urezi enipa ne ti ewo soro a slow down that process afei obetumi the pressure bandage achechire de bia aboa na ka no o chechire ho na wa ma na ba soro kakra tra be de wa ka no eba ne sa na poison a aboa no de egu nipadua mu no entumi enfro enkọ soro ntentem na wa monitor nipa no say or the home to saying because and when be a poison or cover within 15 minutes, boom say, and Yama say, now I'm on the telephone briefing, the pause, and a response. 9 tempara, why and tell when you actually hospital and our clinic be a bell. I'm a doctor for any letters for no, I'm a show.
Joe. Ya te yera Kofie das na wo ka bibi se pofiri mu sa no aboa bi aka wo no wo hia ensu emu ye de kakra wo mo no na wo de ahohoro so mesra wo nti ye koye site ho no a yemfa kettle na yemfa heater na efom ho no ye kofa so de no yenye de mesra ma yenim de no yenye de ne yenya sansuo de bi ete sa abre samna de anka ma ebetumi de bi ato ye box nim na sansuo de no sa abre ne be de ne yenya
yo what be said before I thought that ye sure ye num ya pa be bi ne na mu de kakra na nche da nyenyu bebre enti ye nchire se ese ko hiti nsuo na nsa but ye pofiri ma de a nsuo bi a wo bi a na semina ka ho a ye chen se onya hwe
jo
nsuo enye fin na elitie kama ubetimi a apply na ntamara amawani a kire the friends and hospital and our clinic bi
jo
na professionals na to asama
yate yeda semesra wo so ma me na me nsem misa Adam bio akoye week ya efa ahobambo ho nsem no de me samra ho bio eto de bio obi ho kra nya aboa na beka no obi ho a ogusu a wo ye adwuma ne ne sukura abiri no na watwa hwe obi nso ho a wokura machine bi emu odura na woso bibi aya na wo mutu kofo nti emu sane bi kura na stairs bi na ofo wamu na hwekum sabre no pofrim no za nipa ne yenye ndem kekure hya sase na se ye be ende
ayo medase sadi ya woken etasi na enam se ena koma enwa ko hia se se ekuo bia na se adwuma bia no at least an ye kura no besi face de obia won hunim die ya na den sadi besi na hunim die bia isa hunim die dia ene ntempa no a bibia nipa no da no make sure say bibia ne won chenchen a ebetumi ama eprano bebre nti yafa ne say bia say or machines no atia say machine agina mo na stabilizing if we stabilization stabilizing no na fre ntempa na because the earlier the call the earlier the recovery
okay ti aya form no mo ye call na ekọ won
ekọ ye radio ay kasa wo so
yo
so bi otena so na emboa na obo ne aboa na na to yie na wa frɛ but so wo fese nim die dia ana no be apply dia wonim ewo ho no na before won yes sample no we can frɛ e ma mboa na ba because o commands bi na say organize me wo we be say rescue team mo ambulance o carry fan impa no apart from ambulance ne wo rescue van o ho say ye e bi as fire kra metumi abeboa na yedum no o mo ba and so atete o mo nim die nti no no ma baye de so mo yan wan hwe no koye de wonimu a betuma ma condition aye west
waka sempa matemida sina menko na ho bio na nei won se minim se we chamber of mines say mo adwuma de a na abekire mu eya na empempi no wo mo nam kwati kwan so mekire galamsefo no se adwuma kuom se ne Adam scan ye ya ya mankrofo ntete eye binom nso adwuma se ba ne sample free mu na no omunim ne ombeye na wen ya ye nkuro ne ye nkuro ase no a ye wia ye ho akotu bia bedie no ye ni saa nimdie enso de to omo ewo adwumakuo mu no ebi nso timi to om mpacho ye kuro mafo no nso eba ne se ya moma omo ntete omo nim bibi ana no an se omo kọ no omo ba
yo me da say baby amance wo bia se se de sidi kan no ya tete nkofo ho a omo na form first 18 no nya ho nkwa kuro bia community wo no so no yetiti omo so aka ho kromafo na so tie wo community rescue team community first aiders yetiti omo nyina aka ho
eye adwuma omo wo krobia mu omo watsana yesa offices
ekura mines wo ba bia no ye wo first aid group a omo so omo wo ekuro no mu yetiti omo from community at the first aiders na etumi basa asem atorenchen bi si wo sabi galam say for side omo inform ade the myself wona tempa esi bebre esi a mice for na de omo an kasa resource omo ne omo ka bibia first team ekokoboa etabasa
mice adwumakuo na ewo ho no e de koboa kromafo no
yes
e de koboa na wo nam kwati kwaso be wiaye ne yesa koboa wo nana
sa dru life
abanesa
yes abanesa
okay
we are not service like a can't say baby away a good inside santi kwa yenya ambulance mienu ya ba ko stand by say ko ban say eniu the very big social responsibility omutimi friends obi ho aka community ni mu asa be galam say ni kura na itme no mboa e na akode nearby hospital because man say na ye nkura nti ya dwimbia adwen form mo say aha na etu gudie no enye o man ka ni ha in as much as o mo chance ombe kwakọ afa kuti kwan so etu good no
ya mo ye ni ko mo because aka wo mo a mo so e be ka nokre Matiase me da sinti ma mensanko yewura kofi ho na mimisa no se sa week yi mu no ye enkyerɛkyerɛ ama hobambo miguso a meeting mu de ma because we ye enhyehyɛde a mode na wɔtwe asi ho na ye sa hobambo enkyerɛkyerɛ enti yewura kofi yi yemfa no se empofrimu eja to empofrimu praba empofrimu de ye susu asi mpacho na wɔtwe mu nkyerɛkyerɛ no fa asɛm ba ko bi eja ahwɛfo a obedi beto ne tirim na wo yesa adwuma bi a wo de to ne hofo
aka ne semetu Ghana fo inafo empeye ka no adwena kosi ye na yetu efom agudie no ben so safety no
Obi ehia.
Yes, obi ehia. Obetumi a wo dem ofie o te care mu market. Na ekya akoto ho na obi afiri mu. Enti nyamaka ne se esese eyina yema yenkwa ho hia ye.
Jo.
Eya na yeta aka se onyankopon be ye nyankopon na de ma onyankopon no je. Ade ba ko amehu no o trese ni se onyankopon se wa ma wonkwa no anso mbo ama wa onyankopon bo ho ban. Enti esese yema yenkwa so yebo na yetu anamo a esefata. Nimbi ehia eya na mpempi no nimbi a enipa ninti na yesei na enema asei. Ese ehwe nimbi enim echi kwan. Yebesrem so mo a mo hwidie so TV so eya mo fa da jeni bi emayen church Ghana for safety bambo isan nimbia no January nimbia no ewo fom kakra nenso say ya awareness program na ye dede kakra fa ya ye kan ho a ebo ama nipa nimbia ekosoro eba ne sana itumi hwe ye ho so yie na ma atorenche bi anto ye na mini anoma ka no first aid skills bi a ehia papa onipa bia adwuma bia wo bia no bisa ho se edie na betumi asi edie na betumi mpra me na edie na se asem ni si a esese me ya na mo be na ese mi tu na se unni answer na no ahwe ne bi esi kwan
jo yeda se nyame sho ntepam chompanifo ye bo ne tofa na ye bo ne tofa mensa mrawo so Adams sesi a protocol COVID yi kura bremu so ho ye ho no ye wo ho a ye ma ya adwen koden so se ye de bebo ye ho ba mpacha otiawa na ye so
bisa se so mpase ye bo ye ho ban
wa bisa se mo
COVID yaba ye bo ye ho ban den kwa den sisi na ya to ho se COVID yi kwana foforo ba ye ne den
wa kase mo bisa se mo
na ya she no smas yezu sanitizer bi kura ye COVID nda besen ko den na eba biu
wo chine bi no
ye nim asende be na ya fefirim na COVID ba ya nya start ye kwa gym ye exercise we have immune system booster are you waiting for COVID next COVID to come
okay eno ya sembisa nana pacho tuyefu ya so den ye hye ne nso ya ho bambo nsem mo
asem bi asia na wo de aye esuahu
okay
COVID me dem bitumi hu se wo si enye esuahu bebree wo na de ya hyase se ye na be ye mpo a anka ye nkoso a na enye COVID or no COVID
na nka ye ho
embe kan ye suban ho se ya ankasa nso ye di ehu ni if you say ahobambo ahun die no ehia papa na mesre bebree se de ebe ye na ebe kan ye ankasa ya bra bo ho na de na eduru ba bi a ebi no bo ho mom de a ye mfro mo na ye mo ma ba so ma ya de eduru ba bi so na se bi no so enya de a
ye mfro mo
so ni antwi o manim ye ntiawo bi fi se ntiawo so behia
epeni fo pa cho me da wase enti de oye ne yie no ye mo na ba so ma hene kwabra santia ya de fibra COVID shase no onyi nose mask ento hoda ye bona ba so de wono so fibra shase a wose hwe ni ho nti won hye bi da no ye kananim we eye nkomotwetwe amene eye empanifo a efi environmental nana ando ye environmental consultant the Ghana Chamber of Mines and CD Adams and occupational health and safety superintendent the Golden Star Wasa Limited and ye ne Samuel Kofi and senior manager health safety and management Anglo Gold Ashanti Edia Premise and so chuchin komo mpanifo mpamcho medamase ebusia ha na brama kwan me so oman hene kwabna sante betina dwam na enkomo chuchin ye mpensem mu afa Ghana nkanko ene ne mponti ho no ode abro medin de ma mechra diamond memwache edawase
well yasaba da mu nyina mase da aye diamond chirasis ode abedusa empempo quick one medima foti ase o techima na nei ye kasa obedu nkan onso agibra onso ohwebi and then yankasa your own father I shopping on message boutique ru ankasa nana pepegu ni nua na ye kasa erade aton safre no nana machi ana ya konso ni nua yera Joseph Kwabna asiedu faachi osha eyi no nhihye ne as follows Memenda way the 26th of September yɛbɛkɔ na afei yɛde no akɔ Royal Family House ayɔ apona pon do iyi wele sɛ kamu sɛ mambo atma na on the same 26 no yɛasa de no akɔ apona pon do school park akɔyɛ yie no yɛakɔpɛ no krabea nso kamakama na afei na ɛwofu som no ne naseɛ som no ne nyinaa bɛkɔ so ɛwɔ ɛyɛ apona pon do school park sɛ mamoni ya mofa nkyɛme okunafo ogya na kyerɛ Mrs. Gladys Asiedu Fach bɛsa aba so yɛnkɔ ɔma nso quickly Ghana Registered Nurses Association yɛnnua ba perpetual ɛwɔ ahoma no so perpetual good morning apom ti sɛn
good morning mekyerɛ wɔtiefo nyinaa kyerɛ nurses and midwives nyinaa mɔ Ghana Medino perpetual Ofori Ampofo.
Okay, so perpetual Ofori Ampofo.
President, Ghana Registered Nurses and Midwives Association.
Perpetual Ofori Ampofo, thank you.
Ampofo.
Ampofo. Thank you.
Ampofo.
Thank you. What's happening? DNAC anesi for any midwife.
Conditions of service. You to negotiating via a friend collective agreement. Yes, signing here. You became the April 2016. A employer, you can say the employer, Ministry of Health, me agency. That collective agreement, no, only to me are implemented. It can say, almost yes, it was say health facilities, no, in a day internally generated fund in Frenchia. 80 the collective agreement every 2 years it's renegotiated. It expired in 2018. Young prayer who see a quite renegotiated and say, near the CSS said they are signing that almost implementing my answer. If I say nurse and now midwife be and physician assistant and now certified registered anesthetist be entitled to any of the category 2 and 3 allowances. And I say anything contained in that conditions of service, not okubisa, they are catching an anesthetic the candy hole. And the employer natural suffer and say, young running the renegotiation of our conditions of service. You're born in Coco say, you can control the breed. The young pen or young person a better review. Say about the negotiating. Nah, your better facilities, Niakon and Nam medical superintendent, and now the director be entry Maya and also be a Chumamin. And to almost say, almost say, as part of this negotiation, the new maybe why a year unique to nurses and midwives, PAs, NACRs, and Nuntino. You better say, and no young one can get to Yahoo Preco. Near GIA. Nanona, you got to negotiation tables, you bobo, after a series of meetings, the day kind year was in February 2020, in a COVID by in Yajai. It's now why you see employer no in June, 3rd and 4th June. Yakata Kasaya, Kuku C, and not just say, category 2 and 3 allowances are already in Yajia 2, a bigger level, the Public Sector Joint Standing Negotiating Committee. Public sector workers in an hour, Yajia 2 that MA, the arcade, and what your conditions of service in the no, dear, near dear to Memono. Yan, in some for a year non-core category 2 and 3 allowances are a year unique to Ye Duma. And what all economic Monday, every Ministry of Finance. No one will say, trying and asking to be trying. It has to find. Almost shame one, so many years. Within that period, the DHA Bissau, according to we are looking at the numbers. More data we bring, near the COP. 3 whole months. Almost after I see Miss on the 3rd of September, at some moment to make a change and say, And your my channel, or machine na, and idea as employers, on many security, and you know, and your money be over with on between your name, this is your core facility, your core health facilities, on the idea of the HI cap in a day. Idea for 7 years since 2016, your day came so many days, and to me, start and comfort to children. And you know, it's from me almost 2 weeks, almost I should be a normal counter proposal, Papa Embra. Almost I'm saying 14th and 15th September. And your money, you know, to make out on my one market premium now, I stagnant from 2010. Allowance are almost to mitigate it. And no, you know, me do 2 weeks on my mind. No cry, I'm so sad. Yeah, back to a consensus. The total me, you know, 4 allowance, you're the man, your nurse company for near PA, that. No, facility in our city, and also so no more. And as part of this negotiation, you catch on say, the nurse is for Obito principal, no appeal, or your midwife, or your P, or your CRO, no appeal. If I say, I'm appointing and co-director, deputy director position now. I want no Benjamin at their retirement. And to Muntia for allowance in free. And when your pim so no me too. And you too say, Betty salary, no one yet to find. The aka and so now akano. Almost share my income.
Okay, so perpetual for ramp for a quick one, and soon I can hear the end of the day.
Yeah, well, allowance to say, nurses and midwives, physician assistants, certified registered anesthetist, a guma yeno, a secretary, the employer and shamaye, anyone, rent allowance, 2, uniform allowance, 3, professional development allowance, and 4, transport allowance. Any number 4, say encoma obia.
I see. So,
what did you know? Why? To me, I. Now, if you are okra this year, you home, near Shastin, you see, I am a fact. And your money be over, we discussed it in informal discussions. I don't know. They all taking minutes and recording. And you know, as far as we are concerned, and no, there have been no agreement. And as we speak, maybe 4 maybe. Almost say, the beer of our bitch near your mind. Other 4 now, you say, and comma specific, you for specific. The business say, rural incentive allowance. And comma, young now, you know, in Craseno, Obi can sue and to a year Juma at a Shagana for. And last year, me and Simon so far. Oh, my motor bubble, mount prepare the breed. Obi also our paralyzing. Our damn to my own to me so in Antibio. It's an Iduma Omugu, and those things can so much rural incentive allowance. Number 2, Omuntia. You can say on-call facilitation allowance. Emma Omwa, 1-man stations near there, 24/7. You're from home.
Yeah.
Oh, and also so. Almost the young facility, the young Virginia say, 2016, then I signed here. Let a Kahu, you will be a friend calling near it. Meaning now, almost so much wind, I stand so many car. And the way no, thank of for no, Mofanka almost salary, no Munchia more because they deserve it. The total bill, poor allowance, I make us a little bit. The new Omubo, Swa, a VH, almost to me, at the 2. They talk to any book and research allowance. I see almost here, Emma, your nurses, your midwives, your PAs, near CRA, almost here, nursing colleges, diploma level, any post-basic level. I would say, almost didn't cheer. Now, the only chairman, degree awarding institutions. When every degree awarding, you are not, look at the human resource now almost radiant. Obia can master. A people come PhD, no more travel. Don't want to book a research allowance, but even students now almost sure. Are they not doing research? Are they not doing case studies? Are they not doing written theoretical? Almost here. Book and research allowance.
Okay.
Until now, the BIA don't know.
Okay.
15 September meeting na ye na chefe oma je say mi oma no enya bia omo ma ye say na ye kan no ni wa me ama omo notice at employers no let us you show at 4th September ni catch omo say Ankoya will do anything to protect the economic interest of our nurses and midwives. And ye be boy and call for na man ye no the omo kan ya ne say any yes a quite in success and find to claim obi anja eduma and so say employer and be just to say and your man yes you deserve it and you only about to answer near can you na nye baby amodi ya na no
all right
and no na ma ya ba be do baby ya do you can you say sema de nurses and midwives and a PhD you will be when was the last time what they say your course strike that was way back 2004. Young cost rifle, if I say you say a quack. Dear, about 2 years, your papa, your mamma, Ayana and what? Ayana and what? And so this time around, employer pushing to a point that Amana Abanisa.
Okay, perpetual euphoria and pofu. I fully stand with you and I fully support your protection of your economic rights as well as your call for a legally mandated allowances be amusu say fatamo. My only point I may differ is what the end bit out the bemo. In all humility, obiya no abakas na keti or heaven. That one a trim. And so we graph now 2010, 2016 up to 2019. Media. It means that all these years, much more reasonable patience. Messe say we dia ya de say dia mu busa bia no mu se fata ba ba bia ya du say the mu amusi kwasi aka wasemi ye ka tema kese pa this morning I've said it and nurse for oma sofa amana broso omo to omo ache amana broso ba ba bia ya du no de ya du kwantanan. The only difference in what you are doing is that more DNA is about life saving. That's the only difference. Enti mo daroma mobetimi asa twamoni ahwe Ghana for this year no whilst yenso ye dia no betum ama the needed agencies na say fast track the mope no etima ya ma mo na nke bebo because eno anko a me ankasa mi krom afijase nipa enan ana ahwere mo nkwa as a result of a nurse for enya attention amfa mom minim other regions minim mahafo minim kumawu ana minim asante mantem ana minim framantem so ti ye kanyina no I fully support and stand with you, especially in protecting your economic rights. Again, I am appreciable of more patience, Monya from 2010, 2016 up to this point. And I'm taking this opportunity and appeal to the sector minister. So say this so our demeanor, our posturing when we get to the negotiation table is key. Enti ya mame enuaba wadaroma ebe sese woni mpayifo odi nkomo de ba ya no ketua bi e de atuma no pay ni say muntwa moni mehwe if say without the nurse we have one of the biggest challenges at our health facilities. I appreciate your time and I know and feel the pain. If it's a miankasa masi a midwife, so I know what you are going through. And I mean munkoma matis odi nti wadaroma muntwa moni hwe yes sir yeah mobo chen bibia because a life lost today and irreplaceable tomorrow when you have your allowances. And you have a certain responsibility that you have to live up to, is to save life. So that you need to say, it's just some more.
Now, my main fact when I so, na me say, employers no, say, no, the power is in their hands. Omuntie the air can. Omofa omaso ento from no muntie the air can. Na ye mom dear, Tati man yen tonchne esan say yeden ya ye besara abehwem ene me paying for bedin komo by this evening ye bedin komo me ato meoma me ahwe na some of just like you said what shall be over and what share the pressure of the Labor Commission the executive secretary me meoma okeka ene the CEO of Fair Wages and Salaries Commission in meoma okeka e bi wo fa enye no kre how my year of one can almost should be almost should be.
Men say,
Upian the bria.
Eddie, how be beba? Eddie, how be beba? Eddie, how be beba? Okay, so just said that's CP for your time. Ghana Resident the Nurses Association, the perpetual Oforian Pofo, and I think it's encouraging this morning. BBA dear dance here say, Minyasho say, Nyame Adom channel pa. Because nipe just like that because of any negligence this time entiasiaka krabia intimi enye adwuma economic right is one of the rights obi ani da ho say opese onya de se fatan. Unfortunately anope lawyer mesa wa han say ono so de emrano be fan check krabia man na afi wasa encourage say whilst we look at emrano there are other options so say bitima ni boko will arrive at what the Emrano lawyer Kwaba. Consciously Boko. But for this information, they say, I'm so I don't know.
I know, Minchia, when you're bro, Ocean, na next one paying in a cassette CCI. I can only associate myself with clear as a tool. Yan Mammy for nurses when him through one official's snooker. It's important. Then the yen apum samno ewa here papa. Oh yeah, but see the go for get can necessary poa. There go hospital even the attention I was more crown shut down soon. But clearly what cost strike the real value, regardless of all the shortcomings within the environment, the way you do, one real importance. But negotiation be a give and take. But say it's some other entrenched positions kakrabo. But we do some the Fair Wages Commission, Ministry of Health, Ghana Health Service. And only Labor Commission and Nurses and Midwives Association in Nano would find some common ground. Issues in Nano Ubutu are resolving. And I must say, it's important that when we are dealing with some of these matters, because of the sensitive nature, responsive to the issues. Of course, economic rights. Obia lepre the best for himself. But already to me relating to the employer's no ability to pay. Exactly. Now wasn't. Then the labor demands like every human day, demands. Oh yeah, insatiable. Me and Mark you have to make 5 times. But the reality is it possible? Allowances be or some institutions were. You may across the board obia benyabi. But the question is, reality no, is it possible? A man pers to accommodate all the demands labor front will be put up at every point in time. Clearly not. But there, government is very committed to well-being of government employees. Because you may say that maybe a labor commission were right. But Madame Perpetua Salkeno, and also offer one economic rights. And see, you would see that there's a little conflict. But when there, or you're graver, or you're beyond resolution. That in 10 times we are paying for, we are responsible for the negotiations. No leadership of the nurses and midwives. No, all come together. Now, you need a resolution to this issue as quickly as possible. He to me dead good syndrome. from them.
Okay.
The election year and the strikes, baba, and you cutting in against some of these things. We have to face them frontally and then make sure that it will be resolved quickly, ma. You know, no necessary to more
Excellency Akwaba, it's too early to write thesis. That was all true. It's about what?
Since when did it become an offense? Since when did it become an offense to write? Yeah.
Like I probably say.
Yeah, me I don't. Me traffic kakra kaswa. I'm sorry.
One kind of mantra. Also, try who one Neje be beto we jam.
Sempeni. Etela kasa.
Moachi.
Sempeni. Asibia for na ekeke.
Well, next for the would want to betum kakra na say.
Today my brother kakra bareke. Problems be brave or I didn't even solve when in a dako. Na ma orokwan or a trokakra. Because we are dealing with an institution now, another group of people here. One Ejuma Wayen is not connected to say transportation. What to market there say I had them buy them. It's related to health of human beings. And so say kahu bibia or the careful kakra. Say a minister that would need the ebafema nurses 1 year why year. I was switch papa because every day of lapsing constitute a big problem. It is a postpone the problem. I've been a trade unionist before and getting to elections and be after the say mankakamwa ubi jemechi in. But as usual, the problem I have is with the Labour Commission. They speak too soon on matters like that. The Labour Commission is supposed to be the arbiter between the employer and the employees. You know, now yesterday I learned a while and take a position there is illegal. Yeah, you know, lawyers. I mean, you're lawyers. Sometimes young client in the case, you there, no munyedu, but young kada I am robber. Anyway, into we could defend it. You will still go to court to defend him. At least you could mitigate the sentence. That's what you do. But Labour Commission are going to hand. Anytime there's a strike, illegal. So I walk around, then I want to be treated and take a size. That's where I have the problem. So instead of a Labour Commission, I think we need say I want to learn part or a new attitude towards labor. Say necessary. You want to kasapa. No what you want strike here do. Hospitals are virtually all the wards are empty. Now, their lives are saved by a simple nurse intervention. The intervention is absent. How many men or women are we not going to lose in this country? Inti ayi anepe da kwabra TV do kubido no kada ayi they should be defended legitimate legal. And then you ha enye na what the law no wadeka. Yini na what the law no wadeka. By now we abandon paying for the onye necessary onye kasa no hu de say sikenyi won pay the solve them problem pa kasa tria ko osum solve problem. But attitude na electoral event and Labour Commission were put. I mean, the last time I catch so, I am not in support of that. If possible, they should dissolve the Labour Commission because they have not been able to live up to expectation. Strike be Labour Commission for what there what so one. Oh yeah, sorry, no why she sana. If you are president or Abekado, Dama and Adam.
So it loses relevance.
Labour Commission in there, actually, all law now, or prevent industrial unrest, will promote industrial harmony. It can come on law now. So you don't sit there, do nothing. Necessarily starting,
2010, 2016, 2018.
Yes, so the research team, department of the Labour Commission, what does it do? The arbitration part of the Labour Commission, why then? They have found a Koguani Chong, Kawana, Labour Commission. I don't think I am confident in what they do. I'm not comfortable at all with what they do. Now, on the Labour Commission, mean that use for though. Sometimes I wonder the institutional representation on certain bodies.
They are compromised.
Whether compromise or one. I don't know. I don't want let me borrow your words. Because if you are from the Trade Union Congress, if you are on the Bar Association or any other group on this Labour Commission, your influence.
Your Excellency, your system not a BBBO. You check the environment. You know that sacrificial, that to just speak to the truth, be very truthful and plain to matters, to the reality. This country doesn't encourage it.
But that is the danger we have.
This country doesn't encourage it.
That is the danger.
Because lawyer Mr. Cotton don't know who say, hey, about this one away there. And just relook at what your position and let the people feel free. The next minute, lawyer Mr. is losing the job.
But rather, about television and radio,
yeah, we have the position.
Yes.
Yeah, we get it.
Yeah, because the media promotes that.
Yeah, but we get it because those kind of attitudes, and I build your mind.
Yeah, but
that's dangerous for all of us.
Yeah, it's the master there is one way and there's another way. It's a This way leads to destruction. Countries be fado a civil war. Countries be fado media also. The whole of the Rwandan war was caused by almost what is both clean up. It was caused by the media. Even in 2020, 2 months to election, but it based some radio stations and TV stations, all they are saying is that NDC and MPP and some academics also tried fanning the flames. But sometimes you get scared. You get scared. Or send there. Sedamna ye botu yanim pain fa. Exactly. Our generation is a generation of failure. Excuse me to use that word. It's a generation of failure. Because we have never been able to add on to the development of this country in terms of development of human beings. In terms of development of the Ghanaianness of our people. Our generation is a generation of failure. I mean, young people are Ghana. When you are many biara Ghana. Young people are war Ghana. NTP in our Ghana. NDC in our Ghana. You understand what I'm saying? That had been my inner crusade there. Ghana there, it is all we have.
But
today, what do I cut now?
Your Excellency, we have a problem. Dishonesty is now the best honor we all have. If you are dishonest, you are promoted. If you are sharp to insult, you are recognized and acknowledged. If you are honest, you are left behind the line. So, pray. And it's about bread and butter. It's about the stomach. That's why we've got into. Yeah, bread and butter.
But, Bobo, in our time, we still had bread and butter issues, didn't we?
Yes. It was not very competitive as it is today.
No, we were
decent competition.
Politics. Decency. A school, maybe some school Jawa. But in our days, young man, we are illiterate. Young papa were illiterate.
Very decent, mature environment.
Sir, one attitude there. My mom bought my back. I'm a daughter of my papa. And the lawyers here to see you. And young mama from any freedom mama in my way. Of course, school where Miss Afra Mapuka dancers. Right? We have youth beating their teachers. And the political class, the media, doesn't see the threat. That's my worry. That's my real worry.
Okay, Yamba, back to your conversation. And I only want to be so and back to your conversation. What is it about?
The condone impunity.
Yeah.
It's easy to blackmail or be up a vote with some of these things. My issues be on constituency. Also, pure criminal acts. Due process ought to be carried through. Now I expect the politician or do intervene. Another man. So where are we heading?
If you don't intervene, you're attacked.
And
probability of losing your votes.
And some of the politicians too are, you know, printing and publishing the impunity.
Yes.
Some of the are printing and publishing the impunity.
Level of printing and publishing is quite very high.
High. Because I mean, who as someone about the mutumashe opinion about another mutumashe will be the judge about. It's unheard of in any country. Because the legal system is our last bastion of hope. Last.
And your former president, Crowley, until you cut across.
You don't want to bring this type of
conversation.
You don't want to bring this.
One day, I'm more further and better particulars.
If you want further and better particulars, I have a whole written statement on it.
Former president, Crowley, it's the cut across.
Former president,
the cut across. Oh, and we all need to change. That's not person.
In the statement, it's a publication.
Okay, then already to body.
The Sakawa, Achim Sakawa for you.
Nah, I am not work out of what.
I say,
don't bring this discussion.
Okay.
It is the equalization.
I'm helping you so we can deepen the conversation.
Don't help me.
Okay, so
because if you go that route,
about what I said, politics, which is fine.
Okay, you go try home remedy back. Then we have a conversation on the Akufo-Addo being a decisive president, and then the introduction of this mortuary in the Zongos. Well, we are back. Sometimes I wish that you come and do it and come with a preview. The politics is really nice. And to be said, I'm going to go with Bibi I come at Ewan say Eddie May. My member Nana Pepegu, Nana. I'm watching on the occasion of losing a brother, and I'm watching Kuse. And it's a weekend, the Unia Daji, Unia Bushafunina, Bibiabas on the 26th of September 2021. Okay, Ahimachi, and I know rather 8:30 a.m. The entire Abrazi family of Apu, we move on Apu na Pondo. Aprono and a Diana family. Okay, so the late Mr. Joseph Kabna Siedu, Anna Yekana Sevi, Monkota Ebusha Fuechi, a year and Mrs. Gladys, a Siedu Fachi, Ojechi, Obakuna Fono, and Quadanai, Monkota, and Nana Pipigu. Good morning to you. Well, Yababak, I'm Sabrina to know, Your Excellency, you want to tackle the decisiveness of our current president, or you want to explain more on the mortuaries for Zongos? Which one? 5 minutes.
Well, let me touch on both. I have read the issues. Say, what there will be a decisive.
The governing New Patriotic Party has said the President Adom Akufo-Addo showed decisive leadership with the banking sector cleanup exercise. These remarks were made by the party, and that was yesterday. The Chief Executive Officer of the State Transport Corporation, Nana Kumia, who addressed the press conference, attributed the banking crisis to the bad leadership of former President John Dramani Mahama. He added that cleanup exercise undertaken by the Akufo-Addo-led administration has addressed the challenges of the sector, and I quote, "The new government led by President Akufo-Addo showed right from the onset decisive leadership by cutting the rot that had engulfed Ghana's financial system. The new leadership, with new leadership at the central bank as well in August 2018, took bold, decisive, and pragmatic steps. 5 big troubled banks were merged to form consolidated and capitalized to form a whopping sum of 450 million Ghana cedi."
Yeah, see, when President Kufuor intentionally, purposefully decided that he didn't promote Ghanaian businesses, including the financial sector, I maintain that President Kufuor envisaged that right from the word go, they were going to be as competent as the Barclays banks and others. There could be challenges, all right? And therefore, when there are challenges, you find remedial measures to correct the challenges. Now, banking sector, ye ka ho asem CCI crisis as a banks work crisis several factors go into that. Corporate governance is one of it. Insolvency and loan untia. Even external pressures no so come. But in this particular one, Bank of Ghana miscalculated something. Miscalculated something. They lumped all the banks together in one capital adequacy ratio. The Sikabia one from about 470 million. At that time, some of these banks, in there, local small business people, contractors, so if you take a bank like Kosi Indom's Bank, you take a bank like UT Bank and others now, you will know that at that time, contractors be brave, Jessica, won't you? Now, contractors will do my way, no, or your ban Nejuma na way. So it is a secular thing. Say to your bank, if your contractors nakawa, also to make to your bank scan. All right. Now, we took the decision not to pay the contractors, collapse the banks, and after pay the contractors. You know, that for me is one of the downsides of this banking crisis. Now, I've read reports actually that the banking crisis was equivalent to about 9 million or so Ghana cedis, if my figure is right. Now, so we spent how much to dissolve the banks? How much have we spent so far to dissolve the bank? Now, in dissolving the banks, you are not looking at the corporate governance alone. You are not looking at the capital adequacy ratio alone. You are looking at the plight of the workers of the bank and their families. You're also looking at the impact of this collapse on the economy. You understand? You can be a bold decision maker, but your boldness should lead into solving a problem, not to create more problems. You understand? So, for example, there has been some agitation for a long time. There, we want our money. And the government says, oh, we would give you bonds for 5 years. How come we could raise this money within this time to pay the people? You know, these are all challenging issues. Okay. But I am not going to say there what Nana Komia describes is the solution or the point. Bobo.
It's unbelievable. The MPP Aban went to your contractors cow.
Yes.
And now Oma contractors no went to your banks in a cow.
Yes.
Na banks no collapse.
Yes.
Hey,
they're gonna contract for it in the bank of
India.
India Ghana. Why?
And the 2015 asset quality reporter, where Bank of Ghana indicated that 8 banks were at risk. But my friend
he talks about options.
About options. What did they do? What did they do? They were competent. They were decisive. I don't know here. It was obvious from the Bank of Ghana's own report that 8 universal banks, as a ban will intervene immediately, those banks will collapse. Now contractors will no one go. Not contractors when no contractors go. So why didn't they pay the contractors if that was the solution? Why don't you contractors go? Look, His Excellency,
check your document.
Was recklessness on your part as a government. Yes.
Can I use the same word?
You knew the problem. You went to sleep because no favor and cophobia were associated with you.
For example.
Yes.
For example. My friend.
Chairman, remember. The liquidity support order my UT Bank. Liquidity support order my Capital Bank. That they used to go and set up Sovereign Bank. You know that why? Have you read the Borders report? Yet you sit here, now catch a Ghana for. The contractors are a man went young on a cow, no leading to the collapse of the bank. Are we serious? Please. NDC owes the people of Ghana an apology.
NDC.
I'm telling you, the government of the NDC. Because, may take my time, may read all the documents. Heritage Bank, and most was setting up. In most setting up. 30 million Papanoji, no payment over from Cocoa Board. No print bank statement. The following the transfer is canon into 2, near no any uncle 1713. What printed statement? The following day, what transfer is canon to another entity? What printed statement? What printed water roll around all the money around? And printed individual bank statements and presented it as stated capital to Bank of Ghana. Yes. It happened when they were in government. Yet we sit here. Hey.
Lawyer.
Man, I'm a catcher. I will give you dates. And the banks and the companies. I'm a catcher more documents. I'm at the brow. More date that these transactions took place and the banks.
Have you presented this to the court? This evidence to the court? Have you presented this? Have you presented? No. I'm entitled to ask questions.
Just wrap up for us.
You knew the problem. In fact, Mr. Mahama, State of the Nation Address, 2016.
That admission.
Thank you very much.
That what?
That the
proliferation of the banks have led to banks and microfinance institutions running somewhat pyramid schemes.
And the blame game was squarely at the Bank of Ghana.
Thank you very much. Mr. Mahama said it. I say, Abana went to your contractors. I'm using your own words. Went to your contractors. Look, here, Mr. O. Abana behind you are. Obe spend this much money just to collapse in one banks. Who does that? Real threat of the collapse of your financial system was real.
Yapon.
Amine.
Let's Yapon.
You see, I restrain myself.
I restrain